a living, Newman?
I'm a United States postal worker.
Aren't those the guys that always go crazy and come back with a gun and shoot everybody?
Sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the mail never stops. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. There's never a let-up. It's relentless. Every day it piles up more and more and more, and you gotta get it out. And the more you get out, the more it keeps coming in. And then the barcode reader breaks, and it's Publishers Clearinghouse Day.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Yes, the mailman. A little bit closer to getting out into that mail truck. Probably in a couple weeks, people. Probably in a couple weeks, we'll be out back in the mail truck delivering the mail. 2, 3, I think like maybe, what's that, a second? Maybe 3 weeks. I'll be back in the mail truck, normal hours. We shall see. Doing my thing to help out, but I'm good. So rise and grind, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning. More rain here, which is good. Again, my guy cut the lawn a little too low, so I need all the rain I could get. Also, good news, AC is installed. My house is 70 degrees in there. Now, the only thing I don't understand is I got to figure out the new thermostat. It's kind of an old school thermostat. Well, it's not one of those newfangled things because I only got the one wire, whatever that means. But anyway, 70, but it's still running. So I don't know if it's on auto or if it's on. I didn't have time to look at it. So, but when I got home yesterday, it was mid 80s, so it was still not, it was running, that was good, but you could feel that it was taking the humidity out. But we're good now, everybody. We are good. Now I just got to pay the man. Thank God it's my buddy, so I'll pay him monthly for a few months. But anyway, circling back, Vinny Hagen. It's obviously a low news time, but Lamar Jackson has spoken. And this just goes to show everybody, as everybody knows, I'm a big Sixers fan. They're not, I believe they have a lot of talent, but when your leader, your star, Joel Embiid, is never healthy, it's hard to be a leader in the locker room when you're not playing, right? Even when he's healthy, he has to take off 20, 25 games, right? He's lucky if he plays 60 games, right? So, when that's the case, it's hard to be a leader. Nobody's going to listen to you. You're not going to be there. You know what I mean? You're not going to be there. So, Lamar Jackson comes out and he says he has to be a better leader. Well, it just coincides the fact that you're negotiating a new deal. Yeah, we gotta throw you more money. MVP, multiple time MVP, hasn't won a lot of playoff games yet. I guess because of the MVPs, he has made it deep in the playoffs. So okay. Everybody likes to compare Dak to Lamar Jackson. To me, that's why, as much as I like to have fun with Jalen, he won a Super Bowl. I don't need Eagle fans or anybody to send me stats on Jalen. He won a Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter that he's not an elite passer. Because when he needed to be, he got the job done. There's nothing wrong with that. People take it as you're slanting them. Okay, that's how you take it. I'm telling you, I would roll with a guy who wins when it's crunch time over stats. Lamar Jackson folds. Now, he's won more in the playoffs. He has. Than Dak Prescott. We know Dak folds in the playoffs. I'm not here to say Dak hasn't folded. But we know Lamar has too. But now he's got to be a more vocal leader. My question to the people is, can you be a more vocal leader? Can you be a more vocal leader? Out of the blue. Either you are a leader or you are not a leader, okay? I was never the most athletic guy. I really wasn't the most athletic guy. I mean, I was athletic, but there was guys bigger, faster, stronger, you know. So I wasn't the most athletic guy. I could do everything really well. Doesn't matter what we're doing, I'm pretty good at it. You want to go golf? Yeah, I haven't golfed in 15 years. Yeah, I'll shoot in the 90s. I haven't picked up a club in 15 years. I'll shoot in the 90s. Guaranteed. You know, I can go out and make free throws. I'll go out any court in this country and make 6, 7 out of 10. And I haven't picked up a basketball in years. You said, well, that's not that great. Well, 70%, that's pretty good. There's some NBA players that are below 50%. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, who's the leader? I was always the guy organizing and leading. I wasn't the best player. Give me Tyrese Maxey. Who's the leader? Can Lamar Jackson be the leader for the Baltimore Ravens? I don't know. I just find it funny that we're this deep into his career and he's got to be more vocal. You are who you are, Lamar. Stay true to yourself. Add the right pieces around you. Speaking about adding the right pieces around you, I got to give it to the Steelers. They're going out and making moves. Now, I don't believe this is the way to win. Okay? I repeat, I do not believe this is the way to win. And this is where this pertains to the Eagles. I was waiting. I was telling my Eagle people, where's Howie's move? We're talking about Howie's making a move, right? Yeah, I trolled with Ramsey, but if you looked at the description of the video, it says this is a trolling video. Read, people. But this is not trolling. They went out, Jonnu Smith, they traded for Jalen Ramsey, right? They're doing a lot of moves. DK Metcalf, I mean, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they're just making all these veteran moves. That's not how you win. Now we hear that they're talking to Tyler Boyd, who is unsigned. He's from Pittsburgh. But we're also hearing that TJ Watt is on the trading block now. Why do you say that? Now, I still think a deal gets done with Pittsburgh, but TJ Watt is on the trading block. And he's seeing all the money going out the door, yet he's the one guy who's been consistently there for them, and they're not showing him any love. For all you Mike Tomlin lovers, I got a stat for you that I could share you tonight. But, you know, we try and keep it towards the NFC East. But Mike Tomlin is really fraudulent these days. Sorry. He is. He's all bluster. I think the shine is worn off on that guy. That's just me. I know the fans of Pittsburgh feel the same way. They'd rather have Mike McCarthy, who has better career stats than Mike Tomlin. And everybody busts on Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy probably should be the coach of the Steelers. Go back home, Mike. But I don't believe that's going to be a success at Pittsburgh, adding all this older talent. I guess they have no other choice, right? I like DK. That's probably their best move. But I'll be surprised if Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith and, you know, in company are going to move the needle. I mean, I think Baltimore owns your ass right now. I just do. I think you're going to see Will Howard before too long. I honestly do. Who I like that of Ohio State. But as it pertains to the Eagles, this is your opportunity. Go get you a TJ Watt. You're in a win now mode, in my opinion. I was watching some of Mark Holmes' video. You have to be in a win now mode with all the money that's getting ready to be allotted over the next 3 years onto the salary cap. If these players get hurt, you are effed. And God forbid the salary cap goes down, everybody's effed, but the Eagles are really effed. The salary cap, like allotments, are ridiculous, whereas Dak Prescott is really the only huge number. Obviously, we got to re-sign Micah, young player. last year was his really first year he really sustained, I think it was a high ankle sprain. So he missed multiple, he missed like 5 weeks. He wasn't the same. I don't know why, but last year was the season of the high ankle sprain, which is not good. Not good at all. But you go get you a TJ Watt. You got Trey Hendrickson still sitting out there. They're already talking about Jihad Campbell playing edge, which I told you when they drafted him. Nah, he's a linebacker straight up. No, he's not. He's a kind of a in-between guy. And I will argue that he's not a sideline guy. He's more of a downhill guy. And he's long, so I think edge rusher might be good for him at times to move him around. I think that's how you would maximize Jihad Campbell. But hey, is what it is. But yeah, so I mean, that would be a Howie move, non-trolling. You think that is a possibility? What you would have to give up a draft pick for him? You got a lot of them. Give up a second round pick for a TJ Watt? If you went out and got TJ Watt to play edge, where in my opinion you got two positions on the field where I would hold your breath with, is edge rusher and more so tight end. I think edge rusher, you do have some young guys, but you put a TJ Watt with the Eagles, well, that would be pretty impressive. That would be the true meaning of Howie vision. All right, let's circle to the Cowboys. We're less than 3 weeks before we report, and we've talked about position groups. I'm going to be off for a few days starting on July 4th, 5th, and 6th, so I will get to a couple more position grouping videos. Very, very interested in how the corners are going to shape up as well as the running backs. We talked about the defensive line. We're going to save the offensive line for later. I need to see some more leaves fall. But yeah, I mean, don't expect Dallas to do much. Maybe the only other thing they may do, and I'm going to stick to it, I think you're going to see Stephon Gilmore brought in at some point during training camp, because inevitably some of the depth is going to be tested. They're going to have to bring in another quarterback for training camp. They're just going to have to. And I believe a defensive lineman, maybe a veteran from another team. That's where we go with another one of those one-year deals, run stuffer to help out. I think they are very excited about our defensive line core. Eberflus keeps repeating himself that he loves Mozzie. They love Jay Tuia. Again, in that defense, you're going to slide guys down that may not be that type of defense. He doesn't really necessarily want a big 350-pound guy. So we'll see. I think we'll see. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. But before I get out of here, because I am almost here, my coffee was picked up for me. I'm looking for an Eagle content creator. Drew is not available. We can go with Bobby, but I was going to reach out to Rob A. I'm going to text him. Rob A, would you be wanting to join the panel tonight? As of right now, we got Momo. Jesse is obviously our only giant Zoom crew member. We have, like a couple Zoom crew members that are Giants fans, but Asa Robertson doesn't want to be on the Zoom call, so we're represent. So Drew's not going to be able to make it tonight, so I would say if I can get Rob on tonight, we got Rob, we got Troy Daniels making his, he's been on the Zoom call, but as far as representing the Cowboys, Logan? Claire! Representing the Cowboys. Troy Daniels. It'll be Troy Daniels. Joe DeMasi was going to do it. He's got to work. Drew was going to do it. He's got to work. So we got Troy Daniels. We got Momo leading off. Well, we'll bring in Chris Doley later when we open up the Zoom call. We got Jesse, and I need my eagle. So I'm going to reach out to Rob A. It's only 6 o'clock here. So, Rob A., we need you, Rob. If not, we'll go back to Bobby, or we'll reach out. We'll spread our wings. I got a lot of eagle content, guys. So, stay tuned. Can't wait for it tonight. NFC East, the Clash, be there. I'm looking forward to it. All right. See you, everybody.
10 years ago, these markers weren't so purple, but now they're purple. Now they're really, really fucking purple. And it's alarming to me, and it's also enchanting to me to see the deep blue sea inside, this. Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. Buttered sausage. It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.